he didn't do that. He kind of went basically to heaven, I guess, and kind of hung out or whatever. But what was weird was when he decided to go see his mom, he kept finding himself back in the hospital, and he couldn't find his mom. And come to find out, I guess his heart. I don't know if he was a donor or not. I hope he was, but he was what they call where they burn them, put 'em in cremated. So he was cremated. But anyway, what happened was I think his heart was on ice because it's real cold and he couldn't find his heart. Because you follow the energy through your.
Found his heart.
He never did find his heart.
It was
but yeah, because you follow, you know, in the spirit world, you follow your energy through your heart, and so you can kind of like go see your grandma and go hang out with your cousins, you know, see everything. But what he did was, since his mom had his ashes through his body, he had to feel through his body
skeleton
to find the skeleton,
his bone.
His
he had
bones.
to feel through his bone to find
her,
his body, to find where she's at.
Right, and so, and I've noticed that everybody is doing the thing now where they where they cremate them, right? And I'm like, where's all these bodies going to these graveyards? You know, I don't see a lot of graveyards. I don't see people getting put underground anymore. Number one, how do you know? I'm not a donor, but how do you know someone, if you're not a donor, the guy that's getting ready to throw you in the fire pit doesn't grab a few parts? I mean, a heart is worth $25,000. If you can get one in a cooler right now, walking down Chicago, you can get $25,000 for a heart. About that for a second, you know? And then if you think about the price of beef, that's another story. This is a true story that came out of New York. I forget her name, but and you can look this all up. She had went into like a restaurant and disappeared, and they got videotapes, but they can't find out when did she get out, how did she leave, and they could never find her leaving on no video cameras. She disappeared. Anyway, a truck down in Texas got pulled over. It was a meat delivery truck going to McDonald's. You know this is going, but this is not. I'm not conspiracying this. You can look this up. They pulled over a truck because his tail light was out. And she was found in that truck, still alive. I guess keep it fresh. But anyway, you know, I think McDonald's is keep it fresh now. But anyway, I love it. But this is a true story. I'm not trying to tell anybody conspiracies. You can look us up. But anyway, that is a big what thing. And that driver's like, dude, I had no idea she was in the truck. And then I thought about the price of beef. It's what, I don't know. Say the price of beef is $5 a pound. On average, I don't even know. I'm 200 pounds. 2 at 5. I'm worth. What am I? 200? Am I $200 worth of meat or 2,000? I'm worth a lot of money. Humans are worth a lot of money. I'm just.
You're pretty big.
I am pretty big.
you might take a few extra chops to get you in the pot.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Mike's these mystery stories. He needs to look into that one, dude. Because I mean, the thing is another thing is on this one was that. You know, it was going to a meat company. So these meat companies, it wasn't, you know, the meat company sells the meat to everybody. So who do you blame it on? If someone, all these, you know, illegal immigrants disappearing, people been disappearing forever. But I mean, if you
is it the retailer's fault or the wholesaler's fault?
Exactly what I'm saying, right? I mean, at the price of beef, I mean, where did we get beef? You know, it's kind of like what?
McDonald's got 3 times selling it, probably because of their dealer had.
But like I said, I don't want to get slandered and say anything because I'm telling facts though about this one case.
I always call them McDonald's because I'm saying McDonald's.
Yeah, his name was Mac.
His name was Big Mac.
That's what we're talking about, McDonald's. But you know,
that was the match.
Green chicken. There's no entertainment here. It's not even funny. We're not even trying.
But you know, it would be wrap you up, stick a seed in you, stick you in a bag, and bury you, and you become a tree. Have you seen that?
They might be selling you the dirt and kept the body.
Yeah. Go look that up. Is that why that? Is that why that tree down there is knocking at me and I don't see nobody? I don't know.
That's Earl.
Come out.
When my dad, they cremated him, And so they called me and they said, okay. And see, I'm not used to, I run away from, I hear someone dying, I'm going the other direction. I'm like, man, I don't know, do that stuff. It's just weird. And so when my dad died, they were like, oh, you got to come out here and pick up this little box, and I was like, okay. And I've never dealt with any of that stuff. I don't know. I mean, a lot of people have. I don't know anything about carrying around a box with a dude in it. That is so weird. So we went in the hospital. We walked in the funeral home, and a bunch of people sitting around, and me being a big mouth and being a bonehead, I said, what happened? Someone die? And then I realized, dude, this is not a joking place, So people looked at me kind of evil, and I realized, dude, you just put your foot right in it there. And I remember me and Matt, we walked back in this. We were walking around. We're like, where's the front office? We came in the back door. Don't ever go in the back door of a funeral home. You get lost. And so we're walking around, and there's this casket laying over there, and I'm like, there's a dead person. Me and him walk over, and there's no one in the room. I'm like, do you just let dead people laying around with nobody watching them? I guess, and Matt's like, I don't think he's going to get up and leave at any time. But, and so, yeah, so I know I'm an idiot when it comes to dead people in funeral homes. It's just not something I understand anything about. But anyway, so I took my dad, and I don't know what to do with him. I'm like, what am I going to do with this box? That he's in a bag. He's in a box. And so I'm like, well, we get in the car and we drive over to my I got a little family grave over there, and we go over there and we leave Dad in the car, and we're standing around the grave, and I'm like, there's a rabbit hole right there between my grandma and my grandfather, right? My grandma and my grandpa is a rabbit hole.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm like, Matt, go over there and get Dad. And so he comes back with a bag, big bag. And I'm like, pour it down that hole. Matt did it. He's my young son, right? He's, I'm dumb enough to do it, but he was dumber. So he did it. So I'm like, pour it down. Well, I don't know what to do. He didn't know what to do. So we poured it down, and of course, we're like, man, dust flying everywhere, And it was flying around. But my dad was actually buried in a rabbit hole, and we poured him in it because I don't know what to do with stuff like that. But it was kind of weird.
Well,
I'm sure if you're more valuable dead than you are alive, and that's another thing, is melanated people are the gold mine, because see, like they in the laboratories they use white mice, because white mice are not as immune or as strong as immunity as colored mice.
Not much melanin in their skin.
Yeah. Now melanated people, if you look at them, I might have a white hand, but you look, this is black. That's because they have extra layer of skin. Now it depends on how thick that skin is, how dark that person is, melanated.